for you. Asian shares mixed, really, as expectations for faster economic growth kind of mixed with fears of inflation. We can bring up the board for you, have a quick look. As you can see, down across the board, apart from that rise of 0.5% on the Nikkei in Tokyo. Well, a short while ago, we spoke to Stephen Innes from AXI, and it was put to him that the stagnation is perhaps inevitable after the gains of the last few weeks.
I think there's more caution in the market than what the green is showing right now. I think these higher yields in the U.S. are starting to weigh on sentiment, at least in the broader indexes. In other words, the stocks that are really widely owned, like the tech shares. Right now, we're continuing to see that rotation trade lift, and this is helping a lot of sectors that aren't so, a lot of indexes that aren't so heavily weighted in tech sectors, and should actually theoretically help European stocks because a lot of that component is cyclical. But, higher rates are always negative. Right now, the market continues to look through thinking that the higher inflation is a 2020 story. However, if we start to get an uptick in inflation, the market will aggressively reprice in the Fed's hike, and that's a problem. And that could be an issue that we're going to deal with in the second half of the year.
Stephen Innes there from AXI. Now then, you might remember in the past we've shown you images of Sophia, the humanoid robot. They've gone viral several times. Well, now her makers have a new vision, if you like, to mass-produce robots by the end of the year. 4 models, including Sophia, will soon start rolling off production lines. Jean-Emile Jameen reports.
She could become the companion of the future.
My name is Sophia. I am an artificial intelligence.
Sophia, the 24th generation of humanoid robots, has been active since 2015.
Did you do your morning exercises?
She moves, talks and expresses emotions, and for her creators, she could provide a comforting presence during lockdowns or in periods of solitude.
People need to be isolated from each other because to be around people is dangerous these days. But these robots can keep people safe from danger while still providing that kind of human warmth, that human connection.
Hong Kong-based Hanson Robotics plan to produce thousands of robots like Sophia by the end of the year, with hopes of supporting the sick or elderly while COVID remains a threat.
The pandemic will actually help us get robots earlier in the market because people start to realize that there is no other way, in a sense.
The global market for robots jumped 32% last year. Its estimated worth now €8 billion.